The first story of the day is is for Home Alone fans are set to get the chance to live out their childhood dreams by spending the night in the 1990 Christmas classic iconic McAllister house. According to multiple reports, at least 4 guests will get the chance to spend a single night at the house located in the Chicago suburb of Winnetka. The guests are set to relive nostalgic memories from the classic film from December 12th, complete with booby traps and a meet and greet session with a real-life tarantula for $25. Maybe?
Okay.
Would you like that?
Yes.
You'd like that?
Of course. Like,
what else would I like to spend Christmas in Nigeria?
where they did the wedding party.
Yeah, wedding party.
I'm actually being sarcastic though, but there's
nah.
no movie that I really want to, spend time in the house. Wait, there's a movie actually. What's that movie? King of Boys, where the president the governor was leaving, Governor Randall. Wouldn't you want to spend time there?
Nah. I think I would
really
rather
beautiful.
want to spend. I would want to be in that warehouse where they were having the meeting.
I always knew that there was a part of you, as the streets. Why would you?
Why would you choose? The whole part of my body is streets.
Hey!
This is my left toe is Yaba. My left toe is Yaba. My right toe is Agidin B.
Oh no!
Are you playing with me? No. I'm fully street, love. Okay, but
where?
Where? So we don't have anywhere. We don't have any.
We don't have any significant.
Do you know why that is?
Why though?
There is no investment in the movie industry. Now this house, they have preserved it.
Yeah.
Do you understand? They have preserved it. It's still all there. Everything is still there. Maybe they even bought the house for the movie. Do you get what I mean? Because of all the booby traps they were going to be setting and all of that. But it's in Nigeria that they will go and beg their cousins, aunties, cousins, fathers, mother to borrow them the house so that they can just use it to shoot. Do you get? They don't even know who owns the house. And then when it's 6 p.m., they tell you the owners of the house are coming back also. You have to leave. You know, that kind of thing. Like, because I can remember I was in the movie set at some point and they were saying, oh, we have to be fast. The owners will soon be back. It's just the son that gave us the out. Do you get in my head? I'm like...
It's so bad. Like, I think that we've grown because I saw a post where Kanayo was saying that at a point they even used to rent food for movies. Like, if you notice, there's some movies that you watch like TEATIME. They're just looking at the food. The food just steam will be coming out. They'll be looking. And I used to wonder why though. And then he said that, and I was like, oh, so that's why.
Oh, really?
Renting? Yes, he said that. Thank God we're no more renting food. You don't see the post on one blog section. He said it actually. So I saw that and I was like, oh no, we've grown, but we still have a lot of growth to do. Looking at this post, Home Alone was like the movie while growing up. Like, I remember watching it like 3 times. I repeated that movie with my sister.
You've seen it just 3 times? I've seen Home Alone like 50 times.
Hey.
Like, I still walk. If I see
Home Alone today, I will watch it. Honestly, you get what I mean? It was so good. And
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, no, it's only 1 and 2. Me, I enjoyed it. 3, I didn't know. I wasn't feeling it. You know, there's 4 and 5, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, with some other kids that we don't know. That particular kid, Macaulay, he murdered the movie. And so seeing this,
he's struggling now, right?
For real?
Yeah, he became a drug addict. He's hooked on drugs and stuff. And child
star.
Yeah, so he became a drug addict. He's hooked on drugs, and it's like really bad. It's not like he's handling it. Like he moved to the streets. He was living on the streets. He was homeless. He became really skinny. Do you get what I mean? Yeah. No. So, but I think he got rehabilitated sometime last year or 2 years ago. He's doing better now, but
Oh no, that's so sad. That's so sad. Like, most child stars end up, taking drugs, or you hear them saying that maybe they want to kill themselves or they get suicide and all of that. I don't know why that happens. I think the fame is just too much for them to handle as a child and everything. But he killed that role.
No, what you mean you don't know why it's too much? I think we should touch on that real quick.
Yeah.
I think we should touch on that and paying attention to child stars because at the end of the day, because of you're saying you don't know why. Now imagine a 5-year-old kid that all is.
No, I said I don't know why, and then I said obviously it's the fame. Obviously, like the fame is a lot. Yeah, they can't handle. Even as an adult, like adult celebrities have a lot to deal with the hate speech, with the fame, with handling, fake love from family members. You don't even know who is there for you and everything. You don't know who is there for your money. Like, they go through depression. I'll talk more of like a child. You can't, like, as a child star, you can't go to school. Some people don't go to school. They do homeschool because they have to go on set. They have to be on set from morning till evening. imagine that kind of trauma for a child. You don't have friends, you don't have your own colleagues. All your friends
all
are
your
older
friends
people.
They're in the playground. You're on movie sets.
Do you understand?
Do you get what I mean? Like,
And
you only attend adults' birthdays and see adult stuff.
That's the thing.
Do you
Like, it's
understand?
so much. I'm not thinking, even thinking about it now, I just can't explain how much trauma they actually go
Would
through.
you let your child be famous at a very young age?
That's a very dicey question. I will. But that child must go to school, like proper school, and must have like friends, like cliques and all of that. I don't want him to be segregated and then just be on set, and then all his friends are just adults, like on sets. That's it. Like, no, I don't want that. I want the child to go to school, experience school, have friends, have a normal child life, but also you can be a star. And that can happen though.
All right, so where I worked before, I had a boss here that
Yeah.
had a son that was a rapper. Yeah, but the boy was just 10-year-old. And then I was really interested in that son, yeah. And I was like, oh, wow, this boy can really spit fire and stuff. When I spoke to the mom, she was like, no, I want him to focus on his education for now. I don't want him exposed to... And I really respected that. You know, a lot of people would jump at such opportunity at their child, you know, being in the entertainment scene and all of that. But, you know, when you know exactly what suits a child when the child is a child, I think it makes sense. So there's a certain age that I would say you can't do certain things. Do you understand?
You can't do what? Like, not act?
Being a rapper.
Okay, being a rapper, now that's extreme.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
If it's acting, say, if we go which one, maybe you're like 13.
For real? What of the...
I'm not gonna let my child act till they're like
If
old
all
enough.
of the things that you see children, like proper kids, what will you now say? Those children
Not taking it up as a full-time profession.
Okay,
Maybe every
part-time
once in
and
a
stuff,
while and stuff. Yeah, when you're on holiday, yes, no problem.
Yeah.
And besides, see, and the world is even now global. The internet can make these children grow up. As early as 5, they know they want to play the keyboard in front of a camera and post it on social media. Do you get what I mean? Like, they see, you see a 5-year-old child operate your own phone and you be like, how did you get here? Has that happened to you before? When a kid would operate your phone
and I'll be wondering that what's going on.
How did you get here? Even me, we get the
much.
phone, I know Sabi how to do
They
this.
know
Have you
so
seen
much.
kids play games? Like, I've been playing Call of Duty for a while, right?
Yeah.
I've not passed a particular stage. I gave it to a kid just like 3 days ago, and that kid just
Passed the stage.
like he passed the stage. And it moved to like 2 stages after.
God.
I mean, I've been struggling for like a month.
No.
I'm like, what?
Nah, they're so intelligent and
Yeah.
they're so sharp when it comes to digital stuff. You yourself, you'll be afraid that these children can do these things. How do they even learn it? Because some of them don't even have phones. But when they get to school, their colleagues have phones, so they start, nibbling and finding what to do. Yeah.
But do you know what I like about this Home Alone house?
Yeah.
I would just like to just visit it and see what exactly, I mean, I said what I would like about it is that they recreate all those booby traps and then you're actually experiencing it. And then if you bring some Home Alone kid that is just disturbing, that'll just show up in the living room and disturb you guys and put some, that would be so cool. And then you just run and you just, that's a real nostalgic feel.
Yeah, it's
Do you
really
get what I
sad
mean?
that we actually don't have any movie like that in Nigeria where you want to see something that
Inneka,
was
the
in the
British
movie.
Serpent.
You say what?
Living in bondage.
If are you joking with me
Which
right
house
now?
basically this day?
There's nothing monumental from any movie that you would want to say, well, I want to see this thing, or I would like to be here.
Is there anything monumental about Nigeria itself?
No, please don't go there.
But I agree.
But I agree.
Can you stay in that? Okay, so if they tell you that you can stay in night in that, but I agree. How should you stay?
Who? If me.
But like we need to start
not
finding
possible.
things. I think the government should start paying attention to history and then looking at places that they can, recreate
For
and
tourism,
make fun
and they
for
can actually make
tourism.
money from it. I don't think they understand that tourism is such a lucrative
And the
sector.
beautiful places in Nigeria, such as waterfalls, such as forest reserves and all of that. Yeah, there are lots of recreational centers in Nigeria that if they are actually paid attention to, Americans would fly down, Spanish people would fly down, everybody would fly down just to come and visit these places. But I don't understand why we're all focused on oil and gas.
Even though they even recreate those places, only God knows if they will do movies there. All the movies is only Lekki Toll Gate, Ikoyi Link Bridge. He has suffered.
I've seen it in movies more than I've seen it in real life.
No, that's actually true. They murdered that place. No. I beg. They should just calm down. Every time you go Healing Bridge, every time. Don't we have other places in Nigeria?
Oh, they go Healing Bridge. See, it's like there's a drone shots that they always use.
A particular one. Everybody you get them. I beg. They shoot film now. They just send it to the person. Let's put
They're not even visit down there. Just they collect the drone shots.
It's ridiculous. I beg.
Anyways, let's move on to the next story, and this one is an American actor, Jussie Smollett, who has been found guilty of staging his attack. He has been found guilty, my guys, for staging a few years ago. The actor claimed to have been attacked by two men who beat him up, tied a noose around his neck, and poured a bleach on him. The actor was found guilty of 5 out of the 6 charges leveled against him. The jury of 6 men and 6 women deliberated for more than 9 hours. He was charged for disorderly conduct, charged for a false crime report, which is a class 4 felony and punishable by up to 3 years in prison and a $25,000 fine. Smollett was found guilty of these charges. Count 1, guilty, making a false police report. He was a victim of a hate crime to Officer Mohammed Beg. Count 2, guilty, making a false police report. He was a victim of a battery to Beg. Count 3, guilty, making a false police report. He was a victim of a hate crime to Detective Kimberly Murray. Count 4, guilty, making a false report. He was a victim of a battery to Detective Kimberly Murray. Count 5, guilty, making a false police report. He was a victim of a battery to Detective Kimberly Murray. I'm very happy about this because the moment I saw the story, and I said it, I remember my former co-anchors, Elsie and Ife, they were like, nah man, Ife, you need to be calm with this guy. This is America where gay people and homosexuals are being treated unfairly. Was probably targeted because of his sexuality and the different story. But from the first day I saw that thing, I knew that something isn't adding up. Especially when a few weeks before then, this guy was asking for a salary raise, right? From being on the Empire show, right? And then they were saying that, I think this guy was getting like $25,000 a day or a week. Do you understand? But he wanted more. Do you get me? And I was like, nah, man, this is not adding up. In as much as, America can be dangerous for gay people, but now, went as far as bringing politics into it by saying they were wearing the MAGA hats, which is something that was related to Donald Trump. So insinuating that they are white people, right? And you're a black guy. Now, if that isn't racism from the black point of view, I don't know what is. I don't know if you get my point.
Racism can't come from the black point of view.
I know, but I'm just saying that you can't, because it has to be majority, right? I understand, but I'm just saying it that if blacks were the majority, then that is racism.
Of course.
Do you get what I mean? Because now you're insinuating that because they're wearing MAGA, they're white people. Then we now found out about the Oshun Tade, or is it Oshun? What's their surname again? The brothers?
I don't know their surname. Something. I don't know.
Oshundari brothers. The Oshundari brothers, right? We now heard about the Oshundari brothers as well, who, were his trainers and all of that. And prior to that, they saw those guys getting bleach, getting news, getting masks, getting the MAGA ads, CCTV footage, caught them, buying all of those things. Those guys came back to Nigeria. They came back to Nigeria and said they wanted to come and do some medical stuff and all of that. There was CCTV footage at the Sona House where it was, you know what the Sona House is? It's a private club where men get into the sauna pool and just, tan and all of that and get into the eating. And it's a private place. Now, they were having private conversation with Jussie Smollett. Do you understand? Now, you said there was evidence of him transferring funds into their account consistently. Do you understand? A day before the attack, he still sent them money. Do you understand? So everything wasn't adding up in this story. So I'm just very glad
that it came out like this.
That it came out. Because if this guy had worked, you just know that, man, that celebrity status, it helps everybody walk away from things they shouldn't walk away from. But I'm glad this happened, though.
Seeing this story, I'm from your perspective, where you're coming from, is actually true, like, looking at it. But when I saw it the first time, to be very honest, I thought he was saying the truth because of the rate of, hate that homophobic people get. and also racism. Like, I was like, oh, I'm on his side, that this is, you know, this is true and everything. But then seeing this, saying, it's not every time that someone that says they are actually getting homophobic hate is actually true. Because seeing his story, it's not true, obviously. And I think as a celebrity, I've said this countless times, as a celebrity, there are some things you should, you know, push yourself away from, you should hide from. Like, this kind of dirty situation now is not something he should find himself in.
Yeah.
I get that he came
and
from
he's super
place
talented
of,
as well.
Do you understand? Like, I really loved him in Empire. Like, I wouldn't even, like, he was like one of my favorite characters.
Music is one of the best in the world.
Bro, like, so he doesn't need to be in the situation. I get that he's coming from a place of anger. I know that he wanted to, you know, get a raise, and then he wasn't like getting that, and then he wanted to like maybe get, you know, attention, rile up, you know, attention, public, you know, maybe public, what's it called, attention and all of that. So he just wanted to now lie. Oh, he's getting homophobic content and homophobic backlash and racism and all of that. But I understand that if you want a raise from maybe someone you're working with, you should have, like, you know, steps to follow. You don't need to go and lie and say, oh, this is what's happening to me, when it's actually not happening to you. Celebrities should do better generally. I think we have to learn, like, even as a person normally, you shouldn't try to put yourself in dirty situations, but as a celebrity, like, you're a public figure, you have to be more careful. As I said, with the heavy is the head that wears the crown. Like, you're wearing the crown already. We are sorry, but like, you have to just be extra careful. You have to, you know, try to just get out of trouble, stay out of all these messy situations, like saying that you saying that you lied, that you were getting homophobic what's it called, reaction. It's just terrible.
And it's really bad
so
for the gay community
That's
as well.
it. Like, people that actually go through
people
this.
that actually go through the things.
Bro.
Like, it's actually really bad. But see, you don't hear them. You see why I hate the gay community? Okay, don't let me use hate is a strong word. Why I dislike them? They get to pick and choose when they want to support people, right? Now, if it was a regular guy that did this, or how do I put it now?
They would have come for him.
They would have come for the person.
Of course.
If this guy was found not guilty, they will be ranting all over the internet. Now, they're not coming out because this guy is truly gay. Even in Empire, he was gay. In the movie, he was gay.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, they're trying to
He's
protect
truly
their
gay.
own.
So they're trying to protect their own. They're not speaking.
They're not speaking.
They act like feminists.
Okay.
Yeah, they really act like
going down
because
that road.
feminists don't speak up when they should. That's the truth. Only a few of them. But I know a feminist woman, right?
Yeah.
That will tell you the truth regardless. Ireti Bakari. Do you understand?
Yeah.
She is a feminist, but she stands for the truth. If a woman is wrong, she will not say, because I'm a feminist, I will support you. Do you understand me? She fights you. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Now, I've also seen, what's it called? A lot of feminists that the moment is a woman, as long as you are a woman,
they don't
all
care.
you have to do is be a woman. They don't care.
They'll support you till they die.
But you know, the people that really care to listen now, and expect a gay community to stand up now and be like, we stand against Jussie Smollett. Do you understand? Because the people that actually go through this because of their sexuality.
Like, do you understand? He's making it seem like an insensitive matter. Like, this is so sensitive. Homophobic, you know, getting homophobic reactions abroad is so like sensitive, and some people are really going through it.
Have you seen Dave Chappelle? Have you seen Dave Chappelle? Where his last show, the one on Netflix, where he brought out a transgender woman to come and open up for him and all of that. And because Dave Chappelle is always speaking against transgender people, the gay people, the LGBTQ, ABCDEFGHIJKLMNOP community. Okay. Because I know they're adding other alphabets.
They are.
Now there are others.
And others.
Yeah, and others. Yeah. So because he's always speaking against them.
Yeah.
They came for this lady that opened up for him. Now this was a man that changed to a woman, right?
Yeah.
And he thought she was funny. She was pretty cool. She made an impression at some point that I told her to open and all of that. Then when he did the last show, she opened it, and then this woman started getting bashed on social media by transgender people, by gay people. How can you do that? How can you open for Dave Chappelle? Somebody who is against us, blah, blah, blah. Just exactly a week after she opened for Dave Chappelle, she took her own life.
Can you, like, for real?
Do you understand?
And then this person is actually guilty of lying. Nobody's saying anything.
Yeah. Do you understand? They came for that woman. They bashed her to the point that she killed herself.
No.
Do you get me?
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle was shocked. Somebody that doesn't even like transgender people, that doesn't like gay people, brought a brought a transgender woman to come and open a show.
And then you just bash her like that.
Till she killed herself.
Want to see the bashing.
So they get to choose and pick when they want to speak.
No.
And it is really appalling.
Wrong. It is wrong in all areas. This guy should be getting some backlash now. But obviously, because he's gay, he's not getting anything. But he was wrong.
They'll still stand by him now.
That's the thing.
Still stand by him.
I think even if you're a community, I get that. Okay, community, being a community is very important, and standing by your own people is very important. I won't lie, like that's very important to me as well. But when a member of your community slides and does something wrong, I think you should be able to, reprimand that person, and not just reprimand the person in his DMs. No, come out publicly and say this is not right. This is what he did. That we don't support this, and show us that you're actually against it, because some people are dying because of these homophobic reactions that he lied that he was getting. It's not a joke. It's I don't think he seems like, do you understand? It's not a joke. It's not something you just lie about.
Have been bullied in schools. The people. It's not like it's not like we're promoting homosexuality in Nigeria. We are not promoting it, but we're just saying that in the Western world, it is
what it is. It's there. It's a truth.
Yes, it is there. Do you understand?
And it's accepted.
And there are people that suffer from it, and we stand with humanity. We're not standing about sexuality. We stand with humanity. As long as you're human, the moment you're beginning to be dehumanized, killed, attacked, of course we will speak up against it, regardless of your sexuality, and that is exactly what we're doing. Anyways, big shout out to Jussie Smollett. May you cool off in jail. I hope they don't give you a fine. I hope you actually go to jail. I hope you actually get the best of jail.
I hope so too. Please cool off.
Alrighty. Anyway, so when you come back, maybe you have sense like Yoruba girls.
Hey. Oh my God.